proceed on the chair. I have very two short questions. It is directed to the good Minister for Provincial Affairs. And I would also ask the Minister for Administrative Services to take note. My questions pertain to the deferred local level government elections slated for next month across the country. Can the good minister confirm to this House and the people of this country if the election will proceed, the LLG election will proceed as published in the media? And the second question is, if the election were to proceed, what is your department's position and perhaps by extension the government's position on the election of local level government presidents? Will the presidents be elected by the people along with the ward council members at the election, or the ward councillors, the elected ward councillors will convene subsequently and elect the presidents? Madam Assistant Speaker, I raised this question because the government national census program rolled out last year. As far as I know, some of the provinces have not completed our census. So it raises the issue of whether or not the election will proceed.
Point of order. What's your point, Minister?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. When I get the opportunity, I'll thank you. But for now, I just want to correct the good member for Karamu Numane that the census was concluded on the 16th of December last year. Thank you.
Member.
Well done. Madam Assistant Speaker, I thank the Minister for Provincial Affairs. So I beg your pardon, the Administrative Services for that information. Maybe at a time when he presented the report to this floor, I think he can make that information known. But at this stage, there are some parts of Papua New Guinea that they think that the census have not been completed, some provinces. So that is why I'm raising the question. At the outset, when I asked the question, I asked the good Minister for Administrative Services to take note.
Member, you ask him, Loyupinis?
Yes, Madam Assistant Speaker, these are my two questions directed to the good Minister for Provincial Affairs and for my good, for the good Minister for Administrative Services to also take note. Thank you.
Thank you. Minister for Provincial Affairs.
Thank you. First of all, let me also take this opportunity to congratulate you, Madam Assistant Speaker, on behalf of my family as well as my electorate, and of course on behalf of all the mothers and daughters of this country. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Madam Assistant Speaker, this is a very important question, and I'm pleased that member for Karamu Nomade has asked. I think most of our people are waiting. Plantiman Boyumilo, country worker wage stop. So I need to clear this matter. But first of all, I think we have already gone out in the press in the last few days, and Prime Minister has done that, and I will also be doing that to clarify and give assurance to our people of Papua New Guinea that the questions that Honourable Member has raised are to be answered. The first question is whether or not LLG election is to be held. Yes, answer Muslim, yes. As we have agreed end of last year, LLG election was set for April 24th. Writs are to be issued, and then July 25th, the writs are to be returned. So that date still remains. Last year, Cabinet made a decision to defer to April because of the other project that was going on, and that was the national census. We have also looked at April because of the fact that first few months of the year, funds are to be given or given to addressing education and health issues, and of course, important issue of law and order. So my assurance to Papua New Guinea is that yes, the election is proceeding as we have planned. So please take note wherever you are. Election is on. There has been question because of, or concerns been raised because of funding issues. I can give assurance to our people of Papua New Guinea and this House that we have established funds up to 180 million kina to conduct LLG election. Though time is short, the time is perhaps about 6 to 8 weeks. But having consulted my colleague minister and cabinet, we feel that we can still carry out the LLG election. Okay, number 2 issue is that whether or not, or what method of election do we apply for election of presidents. Madam Assistant Speaker, I think consistent with what the government has presented last year, there are 2 methods. One is presidents to be elected by people, and second method is presidents to be elected by ward members. And consistent with that, decisions were made in the last end of last year, and that is those 2 methods. The provinces in the highlands, including Morobe province, have opted to elect the president by the present practices, which is ward members who elect their own presidents. Whereas rest of Papua New Guinea, particularly coastal provinces, we elect the president by the people. So I want to make it quite clear. Presidents to be elected by ward members will be basically in the highlands provinces, plus Morobe province. Presidents to be elected by the people will be mainly all the coastal provinces, so that we can elect good people. Today I'll be making amendments to local level administrative act. This is an important part of what I'm talking about, and that is electing good people, honorable people, people who are able to present the government at the rural level, at the community level, so that they can present the government and ensuring that services are provided. I think it is right for me to also mention that this government, our government, and this parliament has also put most of the ward members on salaries.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing, but 300 kina per fortnight. But therefore it kind of makes our leaders out in the communities vying for this very important seats on the ground. Let me mention that yes, it is true, but it comes with responsibilities. So today's amendment is also putting certain restrictions. If you're elected and you leave your village community and you come to Mosby or you go to Ley or Medain, in a given time, perhaps 1 month, if you're not performing in your village community, Minister for Provincial Affairs have the power to terminate you, and call for new election. There are restrictions as well. So, Madam Speaker, Assistant Speaker, I hope I have answered the question. Thank you.